What's going on? Yo, it is sidanelv. What's going on? So we have these little soft spells that work on the behind the lines of the platform who are, you know, liberalism is fascism. You know, I'm well versed in fascism and conservatism and all this stuff. I made it my business to study these things for the last 3 decades because I was conflicted and confused and looking at my family abhorrently for the bag would do and sell themselves out for the dumbest things. So I'm going to show you some things so you'll have more respect for yourself. People of color, it doesn't matter, and you need to know that this applied to the original Arabs, not Moors. We were the Moors, but we are not Moors. That's in order to break things up and divide things, you have to establish and create a new narrative, and that's what they've been doing nonstop. That's why I have a serious issue with what's called Bay. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention his name. I don't give energy to place where it shouldn't. Most people don't want to study Master Farad and his origin and reason why he did what he did, and the many identities. When you want to get into there was a movie in black and white, 1940, sometime around when, sometime after Holiday Inn came out, where they actually showed you that Lincoln was a melanated man. What was it? It was the man with what you call it, identities. It was actually at that time showing people that Master Farad, who was not a master but a master of fraud, was going around. He created in 1939 the Hebrew movement, which Hebrew is a language, but he had to dispel and create something new because that had already been misplaced as far as the language. I would say a decade and a half to 2 decades before that, because of all the wars. He created Muhammad took the Mohammedan movement, which was our people overseas fighting to maintain, because you know they murdered him, okay, and his cousin. Oh, they slaughtered him bad. He wasn't Muslim Islam at the time, but the Vatican and their perpetrators did what they did, okay. He also created in absentia. He created several other movements, and then you got these idiots come along, Haile Selassie and the Caribbeans, knuckleheads. A lot of our people came from here, just dumb, pushing out of Africa and all this other made-up nonsense by who? So-called education systems that were just test beds before the 1960s. All right, well, 50s employed in the 60s, and I had to suffer through. All right, and there's other religions out there. Y'all need to occult matters. Just like the fact that reason why I'm reading to you heaven bearers and all that, to let you have more insight on when Masons became the pallbearers of the lie to assert a new truth. Order out of chaos, out of order. Create chaos out of order, and then remove the dystopia of true order and establish a new order. I know everybody knows everything. The pale skins come looking at my video, they go to another, because they're too ignorant. It's not in them. It is, but dynamically, it is not in all of them to be able to accept. Because I'm not here for people to accept anything. The narrative that might be relevant to truth, so they have to stay in their own world of fiction so they can be the tyrants they think they are when they're nothing but weak little babies who haven't gotten the proper tat in their mouth. So here it is right here. Well, we can go to because first thing they're going to put up to dispel anything, because you know you have the naysayers, put up something from Facebook. But what's funny is this very statement was utilized by Malcolm X, to which they hide the video. Now, I have the video where he says, he breaks down the word Negro. I am not your Negro was not just James Baldwin. He got that from Malcolm. Go read his damn book. He went over there, came back, and then not in Harlem, but not at the what's called Ottoman ball system, where the two goofy niggas out of North went and murdered him. All right, because they're both dead now, and so yeah, Negro, that's what he is. Worthless, like any one of you else out there pushing it. That's why they won't say nothing over here to me. He went over there and came back and realized, wait a minute, we are indigenous. We are, he didn't use the word autochthonous, even though he knew what it was. He said indigenous, but you and I are aborigines, but you don't want to be called that. You want to be called everything else. And that rubbed Farrakhan's monkey ass and that little pedophile who they were following, who was under the tutelage with his Ashkenazi self, paid attention to, that's why they had to rub him out, because you can't do this, because who was behind it? The director of the FBI and all of them, and the OSS and the League of Nations. They couldn't have that because World War II was gone. They need to keep up the dystopia lies, and you stuck in a place to embrace the reversal of the truth. You can go to Lipstick Alley, Quora. You can go to Internet Archives. Excuse me. You can go to Internet Archives. It tells you right there. In Concordia University, You can go to all this stuff. It even has where he was writing it, Malcolm, to teach the people. So we're going to read what it says. Negro comes from the Greek word, because that's the only place they can go is Greek and fake Spain narrative, right? Negro comes from the Greek word necro, which meaning a dead inanimate object, because you don't accept who you are, and you still listen to these goofies calling people black because they too stupid, and white is the illumination of black, you dumb pale skins. You think I'm playing? When I say I'm white and Indian, that's what it is. They want everything dead. That means you mean nothing, dummies. So they use you as a vessel and a tool because you sit there saying, I'm a man, I'm alpha, I'm sigma. Nigga, I'm just masculine. I am the origin of existence. Like, what is wrong with you? And they don't want that to be out. That's why they doing all this goofy stuff. I mean, look at this right now. They have AI, right? I think last time it was the Barter or whatever. Now it's Gemini. Are you aware that they program that to make people with lies and everything to have a system inadvertently be able to go out there and hunt people? I told y'all to watch Maidens Tell. To inadvertently go out there and hunt people and kill them. Or what's that one, Gun Kata? The guy played Batman, Jim Kata, whatever, with the guns. Remember the guy behind it was murdering the people who could stop him, but because he was creating lies and this fake thing with Morgan Freeman, that's exactly what this AI is. It is not all living and all knowing and seeing. You people are too stupid to realize this because you accepted everything they've given you. Listen to this. Inanimate object. Interesting, necro derives from necromancy, the ancient Egyptian ritual for communicating with the dead. Now, we still got dumb wannabe gang members, dumb niggas in Chicago, New York, and this and that say, Egypt is not in America. I wish they would just shut the fuck up because they don't know nothing. Some people got a mouth and they're so hostile with themselves, they can't even deal with the reality that it was a period before Tartary. Tartary was supposed to keep that dead. Have you paid attention to anything going on in the world? How they built now metal and glass pyramids every damn where? See, I love dealing with the world of stupidity and this hypocrisy. I'm not here to stop nothing. I told you that. I love this shit, kind of. And I love seeing y'all scurry around like little roaches and ants and shit. But what is problematic is all the naysayers who don't believe shit. You know, I'm still getting people asking, how come? I remember in middle school, you actually one day told me, Miss Visco, your name was Lucera, but then you shut up. And she came over you and she stood by you, and it was when you was creating that thing, and she showed you how to grid from inch to foot, and I was sitting there, yeah. And something in my head told me to shut up. She didn't tell me to shut up. Nobody in the classroom, I mean, hell, we was almost in our teens. And they will, and they remember. Somebody remember because I guess Christian, you know, the religion thing messed their heads up. Listen to me, y'all. We got a lot of people running around who know what you're capable of, know you're supposed to live a long time, and they have stopped that. I'm here attempting to reach out and tell a few of you motherfuckers that you're capable. The rest of you motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit because, oh well. But the enemies who playing fucking with me, they're gonna resent that in the coming handful of months. It could be 12, hell, it could be 24 months. Because they're too stupid to know better. See, let me tell you something. There is no order out of chaos. And there is no chaos that can reset order. Order is established. Do you know what established means? Shit like these perversions that they've created. To say in secrecy that you're dead and don't exist. Boy, if only y'all knew how many times you've been here. You know, they keep scraping the bottom of the burnt rice. What do we call that, pagao? And sometimes that shit tastes good. But the problem is, it ain't meant to be ate. Just like pork rind and chicken fried skin. Hell, chicken ain't meant to be ate. But motherfuckers still eat it. You can look it up yourself. Brother told me I was censored. I didn't see it nowhere. I went on my other thing. I ain't see no censorship, but, you know, I appreciated it. And so I went and chatted with them for a quick minute, and I didn't have no back and forth. I just, because I know it's third party, I left and says you can go share this with whoever. I'm not here to preach hate. I don't need to. There's enough hate in the world, and they want more of it. It keeps people unstable, nitpicking at things that are meaningless, Just like I told my mathematician, I says, and y'all's math is very skewed and wrong. I'm very well versed in this fictional ass math too, y'all. I mean, when I say I invent things, I literally invent things. But the monkeys are too problematic and too many to choose from. Look how they come in and watch and they run off all around the world. Just running in. Agents of all decree running in. We got this little goofy monkey over here training, right? He's got the little skull. Halloween's over. And he don't know that he'd be the first one to look like that damn thing in his truck. But see, because they have these people who are oblivious to the reality of the situation, believing that they're on top of the situation. And I just love this stuff. I really do. I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know if it's too bright. You can scroll down and go through all of it. They had to eradicate. Yes, he wrote it down. He broke it down for them. You can go ahead and find it all. That's why in so-called Mexico and all these places, Italy, they got Statue of Liberty with black and orange. You need to know who those Russian Christians are, that they're telling the truth and people too dumb to see it. Pale skins, you come watching it, don't mean a goddamn thing. I know what melanated people are doing in so-called France and Ireland. And actually, those are the children of the original people of those fucking lands, you monkeys. Do you think that the Ashkenaz, I hate calling them that because that's not what they are, but until y'all figure it out, that's on you. And all the converts and the fake ones and the frauds from every part of Europe who claim to be a Jew, one of us, over there in Palestine, they had everybody do that everywhere else before they did it over there. But it's going to end there. I know. The world's going to be flooded. Many places going. The topography is going to change. Africa's splitting in two. There's a river going. Shut up. Ain't nothing stopped changing the moment they started creating problems. And I know about them little weapons out there on the Arctic wall. Hell, we were the first ones to create them, and y'all wanted to redo them. Yeah, energy weapons, y'all, that create earthquakes and stuff underground and all kind of weird stuff. Sinkholes and running water and toxins and all kind of stuff. But let me tell you something here. My whole AM for you guys, because it's up so early on here, is not about just this. Y'all hear me say the word nigga and negro, and that, because right now people's brains are moving in a dead space. You know, it's an animation, Dead Space, right? What is it all about? Blood and guts and gore. This is not for children. And I don't really want to be talking about this because I wanted to read this AM. And I woke up and I was like, let me go out here and grind around 5 o'clock. No chin-ups, no push-ups. Let me get my homemade moccasins and get ready to put them on. And I'm going to go and do a little meditation because I don't like wearing plastic on my feet, y'all. I really don't. And I says, I got to go ahead and talk about this because I dreamt a beautiful dream with me and Shnu. We were having a good time. It was magnificent. Then I was hanging with the brothers. Westside was cracking some jokes. We had Rondo hanging upside down on the gravity hill boots, and we was punching him in the gut saying, stop playing around, stop playing. It was just fun. It was fun. There was no violence. And he was cracking up a storm, and then he jumped up off and landed on his feet. It was like it was like we were different. We weren't the same, y'all. It was, and the green was so the grass was so green and plush, and I remember Trauma coming with all the kids, and then I remember seeing Oak come running, and DJ had hair down, a ponytail all the way down his back, and we was wearing like you would think like some kung fu Chinese. I mean, everybody was in there. I could just imagine part of my my mental diaspora. And I saw my grandma, my great grandma sitting over by the tree laughing. I saw my great great uncles, a whole bunch of great great greats before that. I saw my grandfathers, and they were laughing and pointing. Everything was back as it was supposed to be. And this is not, no. And then who I was able to actually see who I was. Like, look into the sky and the water and see me. I was like, I gotta come on and share this because we still have these idiots who wants to run around using the terms black, Negro, this, that, and the other. I have disdain for all of those There's no dystopia in there. But yet people are still buying into it. They're running on people's pages. They follow it because of their ignorance. I'm not here to steal anybody. How can I steal anybody when I don't own nobody? See, there's a difference between them and me. And even that old mother sucker y'all know nothing about. That council. You are going to see more and more mistakes made. They're going to continue to make the same mistakes because they've been enamored with things that you haven't been. You know how that is, like you're walking down the street and you're taking 20 people to the movies, but there's 25 and you told 25, but the 5 you just wanted to mess with because you have no order in your life and you were the one with the pockets that are fat. Well, it'd be them 5 that probably want to rob you. Now there's those on the other side who can let everybody see the movie for free because really it don't cost nothing. But because they don't know that, and those wigs over there, those handful, love to see that and can't wait to see the 5 turn around and rob you and take everything you have, and then they get locked up, cuss you, get locked up, and then the stabbing and the murders and everything. Do you see how it plays out? Because there's no order. Because instead of you paying for all 25 when you're capable, you're part of the dystopia of foolishness and retrograde. And then you perform that, which you know exactly what I'm talking about because you've all been there. All right. I gave you the story about me and a few of my guys talking about movies that we had saw. Knowing one individual didn't, but because of some false ego, he would sit there and comment, yeah, that movie was the bomb. Yeah, because we grew up, you know what the hood means, right? It means that we're not family oriented. We're not together. A hood means we have been robbed. We are implications of emptiness. Because we don't have an organized, we don't have our own stores, we don't run everything, we don't control everything, we don't write and keep a certain order, okay? I don't want to hear about Claude Anderson either. That nigga's part of the problem. Anywho, this is the reality that I learned when I was a youngling. That it was said we have to keep things down, the candy store, everything, because it was the Ashkenazis controlling it and they started giving it to foreigners. Once they took over our stores, I saw it happen. Okay? Family reunions, barbecues, grassroots. Who you think was behind the destruction of that? But here y'all are running around, Egypt and America, blah, blah, blah. And the whole consort, instead of just paying for all 25 and ignoring the enemy who has hit you with purgatory of thought, you decide to embark. And this is all around earth here. Don't matter where. That black Americans against Africans and all this other made up stupid. Who do you think's pushing it? Hell, some of the people behind it are the fundamentalists who work for the FBI, who was part of the Black Panther movement, who are now in Uganda and Nambia and all them places. You think I'm playing? Why don't you do some small research and notice that it's bigger than you can even imagine? What's the Pope kissing niggas' feet for? They're part of the problem. I told you about that $3 billion thing on the coronation of this fake ass king, but nobody wants to hear that. But yet they'll sit around talking about, which is closed down with little boys jumping out windows and running out the back and getting snatched up, me and never be found, never to be seen again, but they find their carcass and their body down in the river. See, y'all have this mentality that either you know it all or you want people to believe you know it all. It's not about knowing nothing. It's about y'all coming together and stopping your stupidity. I watched this girl in Chicago, this idiot. It seemed like Chicago still think they're the toughest place. Y'all never was, man. Stop it. Okay? It's happening everywhere. And you're still not even on the top 10 of the most violent place cities. Damn. Well, y'all never go nowhere and see nothing? And this woman talking about, oh, the BEDs, just trying, because people trying to come together and call peace, even if it's a mega dollar. California realized that, even though you still got little dummies running around wanting to calm each other. And Cambodian bloods, y'all think Bloods and Crips only belong to melanated people? Man, y'all retarded, man. You better go to Little Rock, Arkansas, and down there in Jacksonville, Florida, and see for yourself. So, and in Texas, boy, y'all don't have a clue. How about go to Japan and then come back and talk to me about the Bloods and the Crips? We have affected everybody, but in a way that is not beneficial. And now that it may be, you have these emotionally unstable women. Oh man, we don't want no BDs and coming together because they still heard about losing their brother. And it's that many people are, but you got to learn how to move beyond that. What about down the road? That's why I say while you women are powerful, but without the proper man protecting you with that power, your guidance is unavailable. It's unnecessary, unneeded, unwanted until these men get themselves together. And be mindful of that. And there's many women that know this. Real women. And it's not hate. There's a reality to it. But they don't need y'all to come together. That's the last thing they want. Do you know why they was afraid of a black messiah? Because the real one ain't arrived yet. And it's not one, niggas. There's a multitude of them. They couldn't stop them if they wanted to. This is the ignorance, the ambivalence of who they are. That's why they're watching now. They don't know what to make of it because they don't know how to choose. They're not the benefactors of choice. You are. They are too programmed and stupid. They're ecstatic in their discrepancies of a fake deliverance. And the pale skins, y'all saw the little videos I put up there. That was just to mess with everybody's head, but show that music is beautiful and that we are mighty, mighty people. United. Oh no, we need to segregate so I can, and people like me, not me necessarily, can educate the youth appropriately. Distill the water that need to be distilled and purify the bad water of women that need to be purified. And then oust the niggas who don't need to be there. Because you have to have the right eye. What they say, right, righteous? Right? Ain't that what righteous alludes to? Right? Being right? Not right as an, are you wrong all the time, but a righteous heart, a righteous spirit, steeped in order that doesn't have to, you know, sit there and pick and choose and all that, but things happen because order is established. So if you're walking outside of order, what happens? Oh yeah, they go keep coming in and looking and being all, because they don't know no damn better. People don't know no better. When I said we're not the same, people got all twisted up. Listen, nigga, we are not the same. I and I don't mean you and me, nigga. It means you getting in touch with you and me being in touch with me, and then we walk together happy-fucking-ly. You let these movies and everything and all this all these fake-ass churches and everything else misconstrue and screw your mind, and then you listen to these niggas push all this goofy stuff, not knowing exactly what they're talking about. Not shoot the messenger, I'm just saying. And people think it's a game. And then when they realize it's too late, it's like the dude sitting there when the guy take the, that was happening long ago in New York and Chicago. People getting chopped up with chainsaws ain't nothing fucking new. That's when the chainsaw first came out, like they doing something cause it's on video. Anyway, you ought to have seen the video with the ice picks. I don't advocate violence. I'm just saying there's stuff out there, don't go looking for it. Oh, no, that's out of order. That means that you have an insatiable appetite. That means, what I was saying before, you're going to have to be put on the outskirts. You're not permissible, not allowed. And see, there are those who are going to see you and they're going to know it. They're going to go, get your ass out of here. And I'm only going to tell you one time. And you better believe you will get them feet like them Acme and them cartoon commercials beating so fast, bobby pins be falling at your head to get out of there, because the next thing would be to get rid of you. Sadly, that's just the way it works. Because a lot of people, you're hoodwinking people now. You're pulling blinds over people's eyes, and it ain't going to work. And see, there's a lot of people who are old now believe they ain't going to be around for that, so they can keep misleading people so they can live this fake life. There's an answer's got to be given. It don't matter if it's on the table with something bigger. It don't matter whatever it is, because even they don't know. Trust me, they don't know. They're doing their best to get something to come so they believe they can tussle with any and everything. Oh well, more power to them. So anywho, not to go there, all right? And y'all need to know this. And most are oblivious to this. That's why you got idiot relatives over in Ukraine and Russia still drunk. That's the thing, drone and fighting and killing each other. The idiots had to test their weapon over and over and over. You had Orange, what's called California. You had what's the other place where they hit with the laser and burned everything? You had the street over there in New York, hit with the same motherfucking weapon. You had Maui, Hawaii over there. You had other places you don't know about. You had houses blowing up where people experiment with stuff. And the only easy way to say is when they're going against the grain and they don't want them to do it no more. They keep doing it, saying I'm almost close. They'll go in there to get the motherfucker, arrest them, saying no, or they'll blow it the fuck up. When I was over in Jersey, there was this place over in I forget the name, but it was this scientist, and everybody around there knew it was a missile that struck the house. And they don't care about motherfucking collateral damage. If you next door, fucking well. And they said it was natural gas. Everybody saw the missile. They saw the shit strike and hit and blow the motherfucker up. The ones that were like around the clock with a concussion knocked their ass back, they say, man, that shit came and blew the whole house up. They eradicated it because the news plays a part. But y'all think it's a joke, don't you? You think it's a game. That's like I've seen numerous emergency record in the military plane crashes. I mean the worst. And here they want you to believe that some airplane, some big Boeing flew into the Pentagon, but there ain't no motherfucking parts left, no motor, no nothing. Nigga, I seen some of the worst accidents and shit everywhere. You see, and then you know, I was down there when building number 2 got hit and we ran down there. That was not a regular fucking airplane if it was real at all. Because see, y'all don't get it, man. In Japan, they got shit coming up at screens looking as real, and it's that damn what do you call that stuff y'all be all into? Man, they got all kind of stuff, man. But y'all, you're so busy arguing and fighting dumbass women and dumbass men who ain't being the woman or the men they supposed to be, raising more generations of stupid, so these idiots can keep doing the dumb stuff they do against you. I'm not here to stop nothing. I'm just saying there needs to be a little balance. And right now, y'all is unbalanced in the month. It's like, here's the teeter-totter, right? Yeah. This is you and this them. And you don't got no weight in your ass. You want a debate? Want me to show you some things? See, because a lot of y'all ain't really aware of shit. You only aware of what the fuck's in your nose. When it's hard, you got to get it out. And when you don't even know where to go when you flick it. When you should blow it and put it somewhere instead of being nasty. Some of you wipe your ass, but you don't have a mirror and you want to run. You go to bed and the homeboy's hitting and all of a sudden you look down, it goes shit goes soft and like you got dingleberries in your behind. Because you're not really paying attention. You ain't doing the best to clean it up. Some of y'all swipe on your armpit and some of y'all had such a night before. Sometimes you air swiping and then you walking around outside going, and they go like, what's that smell? I don't know. I'll put on my Old Spice. And it's your ass. Because you wasn't even complacent in how you was moving. After you got done half-ass washing with the soap and water. That you decided you not use a rag. You know what I'm saying? You better believe, man. I'm not here for the likes. I would like to be able to make the currency. I'd rather be doing some other stuff. I got videos, like I said, making fires, this, that, and other. We're going to call it survival just for the fun of camping. I love to do that. But right now, I've seen so much dumbass ugly. I've seen it for so long. Just plain dumbass ugly. Mentally incapable, handicapped, and people have bought into the time because people are selected for this shit. And they actually have the dumbest people running around doing what they do. And let me tell you something. You know what it's like to put on a costume? How dare you question my authority? With your costume, nigga, or that badge, and that fucking gun, that don't mean shit to me. Well, see, to me, none of it don't mean nothing. To you motherfuckers, it mean everything. But they got the goofiest Down syndrome having ass of motherfuckers. They're selecting because they need dumber people out there who could drive at least and read a little bit. Teach them a little bit of hand in hand. Shit that work. And you can learn it your damn self. You could have been doing it all the time. It don't take long. And half of them only train for like a year or two and they Billy Badass, but it's still taking 5 or 6 of them to get a punching on one motherfucker while they holding his hand like this, talking about put your arms on your back, behind your back, and he can't even move. And while they choking him out and they punching him and tasing them, those are bitches. You see what I'm saying? And this fake ass kangaroo court system with these magistrates who are just as corrupt. I should know. Got a few of them in my family. All right. Oh, they retired, but I'm just letting you know. Okay. Because y'all motherfuckers ain't together. You refuse to come together because you like listening to these dumb motherfuckers. Now this is for everybody. This ain't for no just melanated people. This is for everybody to come together. Who sang that song? Let's come together right now. I know. Everybody know everything, right? Tomahawk, man. I didn't turn notifications off. This is what I'm talking about, man. Can't make this up, man. Hold on. Let me hold on.